paint spilling on the blue. Sky is changing every single hue. Sun is hanging low above the line. Water sparkling looking like the wine. Shadows stretching out across the sand. Clock is ticking slow inside the hand. Temperature is dropping just a bit. Perfect moment waiting for the hit of the dopamine rushing in the brain. Washing off the stress, washing off the pain. Sunglasses on filter in the light. Everything is golden, everything is right. Silhouette of palms against the glow. Nature putting on a magic show. Breathe it in deep, taste the salty air. Moment like this truly is so rare, yeah, yeah. Golden hour shining on the coast. Raising up a glass, proppers in a toast. To the dying day fading in the west. Putting all the works finally to rest. That warmth upon the skin, fire in the sky. Watching as the time slowly passes by. Don't want it to end, keep the color stay. Chasing down the sun and then another day. Reflections on the waves dancing like a flame. No two sunsets ever look the same. City is behind fading in the haze. Lost inside the beauty of the maze. People walking slow, holding on to hands. Footprints appearing on the golden sands. Music in the air, mixing with the breeze. Mind is floating free, easy and at ease. Camera cannot capture what I see. Feeling connected, feeling wild and free. Horizon is the goal, reachable and near. Whispering the secrets in the open air. Let the colors soak deep inside the soul. Making me feel fixed, making me feel whole. Just a little while before the dark. Light is leaving mark, vivid little spark. Yeah, yeah. Golden hour shining on the coast. Raising up a glass, proposing a toast. To the dying day fading in the west. Putting all the worries finally to rest. Take warmth upon the skin, fire in the sky. Watching as the time slowly passes by. I don't want it to end, keep the color stay. Chasing down the sun, end another day. Yeah. Look at that color, so warm. Gold everywhere. Just breathe.
I like go.
Drop the deck, wood against the wood. Feeling the vibration, feels so good. Push off hard, gaining up the speed. Motion is the only thing I need. Weaving through the tourists left and right. Cruising in the golden yellow light. Wheels are humming, singing on the plane. Money in the pocket, money in the bank. The memories stacking up so high. Seagulls watching from the open sky. Balance is the key, center of the graph. Riding on the concrete, riding on the waves. Wind is in the shirt, flapping in the breeze. Executing turns with the total ease. Friction is low, momentum is high. Just a skater boy passing by, yo. Boardwalk skate, rolling on the shore. Coming back for less, coming back for more. Four wheel spinning, connection to the ground. Lost inside the motion, lost inside the sound. Push and glide, let the rhythm flow. Anywhere the path is leading, I will go. Sun is on the face, wind is in the hair. Living in the moment without a single care. pavement, pop a little trip. Ollie over gap, landing with a click. Smooth transition, keeping up the pace. Smiling stuck forever on the face. Passing by the shop, smelling salty air. Life is pretty fair, life is pretty square. Underneath the feet, grit tape is the grip. Never gonna fall, never gonna slip. Music in the phones, pumping up the beat. Sinking with the shoes, sinking with the street. Shadows getting long, stretching on the side. Nothing can disturb this perfect ride. Flow state and to mind is crystal clear. No anxiety, no trace of fear. Just a rolling sound echoing the vibe. Remember the rolling wooden tribe. Boardwalk skate, rolling on the shore. Coming back for less, coming back for more. Four wheels spinning, connection to the ground. Lost inside the motion, lost inside the sound. Push and glide, let the rhythm flow. Anywhere the path is leading, I will go. Sun is on the face, wind is in the hair. Living in the moment without a single care. Yeah, that was smooth. Good run. Stop here. Yeah.
Cooling down the heat, standing on the sand, sturdy on the feet. Taste of the salt lingering on the lip. Watching all the stress, losing all the grip. Invisible hand, brushing on the face. Nature moving slow at the perfect pace. Scent of the seaweed, scent of the deep. Waking up the soul from the heavy sleep. Oxygen is pure, rushing to the brain. Cleansing out the dust, cleansing out the pain. Eyes are closed tight, listening to the song of the gentle wind, blowing all along. Weight is lifting off, floating like a kite. Everything is calm, everything is light. Salty breeze, blowing from the west, putting all the heavy thoughts to the final rest. Cooling down the mind, soothing every burn. Waiting for the tide, waiting for the turn. Let it wash through body and the soul, making me feel fixed, making me feel whole. Just a little wind, passing through the day, carrying the troubles far and far away. Shirt is flapping loose, fabric on the skin. Wonder where it goes, wonder where it been. Coming from the ocean, miles across the blue. Bringing something old, bringing something new. Whisper in the ear, secrets of the sea. Telling me to stop, telling me to be present in the now, anchored in the spot. Appreciating fully everything I got. Not a hurricane, just a gentle gust. Blowing off the ego, blowing off the rust. Elements are kind, treating me with care. Standing in the open, nothing to compare to the simple act of breathing in and out. Erasing every fear, erasing every doubt. Fresh and organic, natural supply. Underneath the vast, open painted sky. Salty breeze, blowing from the west, putting all the heavy thoughts to the final rest. Cooling down the mind, soothing every burn. Waiting for the tide, waiting for the turn. Let it wash through body and the soul, making me feel fixed, making me feel whole. Just a little wind, passing through the day, carrying the troubles far and far away. Just breathe. In and out. So fresh. Cool air.
Out pavement is a pan. Walking on the fire looking for a plan. Spotted on the grass tall and leaning low. Giant palm trees standing in a row. Throwing down a shadow distinct and cool. Oasis in the heat, nature's little pool. Lay the towel down, body hitting ground. Looking at the trunk, solid and profound. Leaves are swaying up, dancing in the blue. Blocking out the harsh, letting gentle through. Pattern on the face, light and dark design. Nature's parasol perfectly aligned. Temperature drops, instantly relief. Best spot on the beach, firm is the belief. Close the eyes tight, listen to the rustle. Far away from work, far away from bustle. Underneath the palm tree, living in the shade. Sipping on the drink, chillin' lemonade. Sun can't touch me here, hiding in the spot. Cooling down the vibe when the world is hot. Green umbrella high, reaching to the sky. Watching all the clouds slowly passing by. Safe inside the shadow, lazy afternoon. Hoping that the sunset doesn't come too soon. Come too soon. Yeah. And is walking by on the blade of grass. Let him do his thing, let the minute pass. Canopy above, filtering the glare. Breathing in the green photosynthesis air. Sound of the phones clicking in the breeze. Natural wind chimes putting mind at ease. Back against the earth, gravity is strong. Where have I been rushing all along? Time to take a nap, doze a little bit. This is not a break, this is a permit. To disconnect the plug, recharge on the low. Let the mental garden finally to grow. Dapple light is shifting, moving on the skin. Comfort is the game that I always win. Roots are going deep, holding on the sand. Pieces in the reach, right inside the hand. Underneath the palm tree, living in the shade. Sipping on a drink, chillin' lemonade. The sun can't touch me here, hiding in the spot. Cooling down the vibe when the world is hot. Green umbrella high, reaching to the sky. Watching all the clouds slowly passing by. Safe inside the shadow, lazy afternoon. Hoping that the sunset doesn't come too soon. Yeah, so cool here, just right. Nap time, wake me up later. mind is bending, starting to distort. Sun is touching down, arriving at the port. Big orange ball losing all the shade. Liquid fire spilling, pouring on the cave. Sky's bleeding red, mixing with the gold. Story of the day is finally being told. Heat waves rising up, dancing in the air, making everything wobbly, nothing really square. Eyes are squinting low, filter in the blaze. Lost inside the color, lost inside the haze. Is it sinking down, an ocean rising up, pouring liquid light into nature's cup. Gravity is heavy, pulling on the star. Watching from the beach, looking from afar. Solid turns to liquid, heart becomes soft. Mind is floating high, soaring up aloft.
Sun, dripping on the sea, merging with the water, setting spirit free, colors running down, painting on the canvas. Universe is vast, universe is grand. Shape is shifting, changing right before the eye, kissing the blue water, saying the goodbye. Melting sun, burning in the deep, promises of night, promises of sleep. Lava lamp effect moving in slow-mo. Where the fire goes, I do not really know. Reflection on the waves is a jagged line, sipping on the view, tasting like the wine. Purple starting creep from the eastern side. Nothing left to do, nowhere left to hide. Time is stretching out like a rubber band. Shadows getting giant, covering the land. Texture of the light, feeling like the velvet. Putting on the moon, putting on the helmet to protect the vibe from the coming dark. Last little flash, last little spark, disappearing act, magic little trick. Burning out the candle, burning out the wick. Gone beneath the line, vanish from the side, giving up the throne to the cooling night. Melting sun, dripping on the sea, merging with the water, setting spirit free, colors running down, painting on the canvas. Universe is vast, universe is grand. Shape is shifting, changing right before the eye, kissing the blue water, saying the goodbye. Melting sun, burning in the deep, promises of night, promises of sleep.
It's gone. Just the glow. So trippy. Up and down. Good night, sun.
Shoes off, holding in the hand, sinking deep, walking on the sand. Grains of rough rubbing on the skin, let the tactile feeling now begin. Cooler now, surface losing heat, rhythm of the walking of the feet. Crunching sound satisfying loud, far away from city and the crowd. Static in the air, static in the head, walking on the path where angels tread. Every step is heavy, every step is real. This is how the planet truly feels.
Gritty texture polishing the soul, walking with a purpose on patrol of the twilight zone between the land and sea. This is where I truly wanna be. Sand and static noise inside the ear, grounding all the electricity and fear. Connection to the earth wire is attached. Signal is received, signal is dispatched. Walking on the edge of the liquid world. Flag of independence finally unfurled. Just a grain of noise keeping me awake. This is the vibration that I take. Yeah, 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 yeah. Buried treasure hidden underneath. Shells are sharp, cutting like the teeth. Driftwood line silent like a bone. King is walking inside of the zone. White noise from the water rushing in, mixing with the silence of the sea. Traces left behind, washing with the tide. Nowhere for the ego left to hide. Friction is the key, friction is the spark. Lighting up the way inside the dark. Toes are digging in, gripping on the dust. Returning to the nature is a must. Physics of the motion, simple and direct. Nothing to perfect, nothing to correct. Just the sound of walking on the shore. Don't need any less, don't need any more. Sand and static noise inside the ear, grounding all the electricity and fear. Connection to the earth wire is attached. Signal is received, signal is dispatched. Walking on the edge of the liquid world. Flag of independence finally unfurled. Just a grain of noise keeping me awake. This is the vibration that I take. Yeah. Keep walking. Feel that? Real ground. Static phase. Sun has vanished, left a purple bruise. Sky is dark, styling out the muse. Water creeping up upon the sand, claiming back the edges of the land. Foam is white, glowing in the dark. Ocean leaving temporary marks. Sound is getting loud, roaring like a beast. Nature preparing for the midnight feast. Cold is setting in, shiver in the bones. Standing by the water all alone. Tide is rising, high covering the trace of the footprints left inside the space. Power of the moon, pulling on the deep. Waking up the monsters from the sleep. Rhythm is aggressive, rhythm is strong. Singing out the ancient water song. Twilight tides rising in the night, swallowing the last of the fading light. Pull and push, cycle of the pain, washing it away like the heavy rain. Water level high, climbing up the shore, coming back for less, coming back for more. Deep blue mystery hidden underneath. Twilight tide showing off the teeth. Yeah, horizon is lost, merged into the black. There is no turning forward or the back. Just a wall of water, moving in a line. Taste the heavy salt, taste the heavy brine. Thoughts are getting deep, sinking like a stone. Into the abyss, into the unknown. Silence of the day, broken by the crash. Everything is fleeting, purely in a flash. Reflecting on the change, reflecting on the flow. Highs and the lows that we undergo. Just like the ocean, moody and vast. Future is coming, erasing the past. Stand your ground firm against the spray. Let the water wash the doubt away. Resilience is built, facing another wave. Courage is the only thing to save. Twilight tides rising in the night,
swallowing the last of the fading light. Pull and push, cycle of the pain, washing it away like the heavy rain. Water level high, climbing up the shore, coming back for less, coming back for more. Deep blue mystery hidden underneath, twilight tides showing off the teeth. High tide, so loud, just listen. Power, dark water.
Gather up the wood, drift wood from the pile, building up the stat, make it worth the while. Strike the little match, watch the yellow flare. Smell of burning pine rising in the air. Orange licking up, fighting all the cold. Story of the fire, ancient and so old. Circle in the sand, digging out a pit. Everyone is close, waiting for it lit. Faces getting warm, back is getting chill. Shadows dancing wild on the sandy hill. Sparks are flying up, joining with the stars. Better than the club, better than the bars. Crackling of the wood, rhythm of the night. Hypnotizing glow, pure and living light. Huddle in the hoodie, pull the strings tight. Everything is safe, everything's bright.
Bonfire smoke twisting in the dark, sending up a message sparked by a little spark. Center of the world, heat upon the skin. Let the conversation finally begin. Eyes are locked on flames, dancing in the pit. This is where the soul truly does fit. Burning all the stress, turning into ash. Moment is a treasure, cleaner than the cash.
Staring at the coals, glowing deep in red. Silence in the group, nothing to be said. Just a popping sound, wood is breaking down. Prettiest of lights, furthest from the town. Smoke is in the eyes, stinging just a bit. Doesn't matter much when the vibe is lit. Scent on the clothes, scent on the hair. Memory of the night, lingering in there. Primitive connection, man, a fire bond. Looking at the blaze, looking way beyond. Time is melting down like the resin tear. Nothing in the world that we need to fear. Sanctuary built out of light and heat. Sitting on the log, resting up the feet. Circle of the trust, circle of the friend. Hoping that the night never has to end.
Bonfire smoke twisting in the dark, sending up a message sparked by a little spark. Center of the world, heat upon the skin. Let the conversation finally begin. Eyes are locked on flames, dancing in the pit. This is where the soul truly does fit. Burning all the stress, turning it to ash. Moment is a treasure, cleaner than the cash.
Yeah. Burn slow, just embers now. Keep it going, warm.
Darkness is complete, solid wall of black. Nothing on the forward, nothing on the back. Suddenly a beam cutting through the night. Cyclical and strong rhythm of the light. Sweeping on the water, sweeping on the cloud. Silent operation, standing tall and proud. Guardian of the coast, isolated tower. Manifestation of the safety and the power. Flashing and it gone, waiting for the turn. Lesson of the patience that we have to learn. Somewhere out there ship is passing by. Navigating stars in the empty sky. Lonely keeper watching from the glass above. Sending out the warning, sending out the love. Interval is constant, second by the second. To the weary traveler inevitably beckon. Distant light are spinning in the dark, leaving on the red and momentary mark. Flashing fade repeating on the loop. Shining on the lonely, shining on the group. Warning of the danger, warning of the rock. Standing like a century, rigid like a clock. Pulse of the horizon beating in the deep. Watching over ocean while the world is asleep. Rotating lens, focusing the beam. Reality is merging with the lucid dream. Fog is rolling in, trying to obscure, but the light is piercing strong and very pure. Symbol of the hope, symbol of the shore. Don't need any signal, don't need any more. Hypnotizing rhythm, catch it if you can. Beacon in the void, made by mortal man. I am on the beach, safe upon the sand. Looking at the edge of the solid land. Connection is established, silent and profound. Listen to the fog, a mournful little sound. Ghostly silhouette rising from the mist. Only thing remaining on the visual list. Keeping up the vigil till the break of day. Guiding all the wander spirits on their way. Distant light are spinning in the dark, leaving on the red and momentary mark. Flashing fade repeating on the loop. Shining on the lonely, shining on the group. Warning of the danger, warning of the rock. Standing like a century, rigid like a clock. Pulse of the horizon beating in the deep. Watching over ocean while the world is asleep. Lying back, looking at the star, wondering how we traveled up so far. Bodies floating weightless on the stream, entering the fabric of the lucid dream. Water is the cradle, rocking back and forth, heading to the west, heading to the north. Direction doesn't matter, compass is asleep, drifting on the surface of the quiet deep. Eyelids getting heavy, closing on the view. Saying quiet, thank you, saying quiet adieu. To the golden sun and to the purple sky. Let the consciousness slowly flow on by. Rhythm of the water, gentle and so kind. Leaving all the heavy luggage behind. Breathing in the rhythm, breathing out the side. Underneath the blanket of the open sky. coastal drift, taking me away. Ending of the journey, ending of the day. Current is a pillow, soft and very deep, carrying the vessel to the land of sleep. No more resistance, going with the flow. Anywhere the water wants to take, I go. Silence is the blanket covering the rift, lost inside the motion of the coastal drift. Sounds are getting muffled, distant and obscure. Feeling is safe, feeling is secure. Anchor is lifted, rope is untied. Nothing left to worry, nothing left to hide. Moon is watching over, silver on the wave. Quiet little moment, quiet little cave. Mind is shutting down, system going off. Settling in the pillow, soft and very soft. Image is a blur, memory is gone. Waiting for the breaking of the distant dawn. But for now, just darkness and the gentle sound. Floating on the water, never touch the ground. Peace is the destination, peace is the ride. Drifting on the turning of the midnight tide. Coastal drift, taking me away. Ending of the journey, ending of the day. Current is a pillow, soft and very deep, carrying the vessel to the land of sleep. No more resistance, going with the flow. Anywhere the water wants to take, I go. Silence is a blanket covering the rift, lost inside the motion of the coastal drift.